Hi, I'm Shannon Grady, exercise physiologist and author of The Lactate Revolution. For the last 2 decades, I've been on a mission to transform how we understand and apply lactate in human performance, moving beyond the outdated limitations of traditional lactate testing and applications in training. Welcome to Lactate 2.0, a video series where I'll introduce the groundbreaking concepts and practical models I've developed through testing and application of real-time lactate data in over 100,000 athletes across all sports and levels. You'll discover system-based training, the bioenergetic power score, how to engineer specific and predictable physiological adaptations, and why lactate is far more than just a threshold. It's the key to truly unlocking human performance potential. If you're ready to leave guesswork behind and train with science that actually works, you're in the right place. Limitations of traditional lactate threshold models. Traditional lactate concepts, such as LT1 or aerobic threshold, often linked to the first rise in lactate, LT2 or anaerobic threshold, frequently pegged around 4 millimole, and the overall lactate curve have become antiquated tools in modern performance training. While they represented important early steps in understanding lactate as a biomarker, they oversimplify human physiology and fail to capture the dynamic, trainable nature of lactate metabolism. These models promote a narrow, often counterproductive focus that limits athletic potential rather than unlocking it. The myth of a single or dual threshold. Traditional definitions treat lactate accumulation as a binary or stepwise shift from aerobic to anaerobic metabolism, with a fixed 4 millimole value as the anaerobic threshold or onset of blood lactate accumulation. This is fundamentally flawed. In real-world physiological profiling, a net lactate value of 4 millimole can represent anywhere from 16% to 100% of an athlete's maximum net lactate capacity, depending on their individual bioenergetic profile. There is no single training speed that can be accurately called the lactate threshold. Instead, multiple net lactate thresholds exist across the energy metabolic continuum, each tied to different aspects of aerobic and anaerobic metabolism. These are highly individual and trainable. The lactate curve as a static target. The classic lactate curve is often used to prescribe training zones and push the curve rightward or lower lactate at higher speeds. This approach is short-sighted. It treats lactate as a simple linear or threshold response rather than a dynamic biomarker reflecting simultaneous production, elimination, buffering, and shuttling. Focusing training to solely shifting this curve to the right frequently leads to overemphasis on a single training intensity. In my experience, overemphasis on threshold intensity and workouts and supported by numerous athlete outcomes, this contributes to performance plateaus, chronic glycogen depletion, bioenergetic deficit, and sympathetic nervous system overstress and slowed recovery. For middle distance events and team sport athletes with higher fast twitch fiber composition, excessive LT-focused training is particularly detrimental as it underdevelops upper end aerobic and anaerobic power and capacity, while limiting overall metabolic adaptability. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe to my channel.